few years ago it was a quiet pastoral town, but the mineral boom caught up with it, and Roebourne was unprepared for the boom and unable to cope with it. There are more people living in that caravan park over there than live in the entire town itself. Project workers, armed with the money and primed with the inclination, descend on the town and the hotel in particular. Construction workers who will be sacked for fighting in the camps use Roebourne to let off their steam.
Drinking rights came out, and because the Aboriginal people couldn't compete with the big money that the construction workers were earning, an exploitation of their teenage girls and things like that. So the Aboriginal community just fell apart. Everything had fell apart.
People came from other areas to these mining towns to get jobs. They just came and stayed in the caravan park and bang, they got a job straight away. And whereas our people never got that opportunity to get a job into these mining companies. Never had a chance. And they felt they were left out.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what it was like, eh? See all the big walls, yeah.
In this film, you might think the Aboriginal people lived alongside the mainstream, but that wasn't the case.
Oh, I love the darkness.
If the Vic Hotel could see and hear, it would have seen across the way the place where Aboriginal people were herded just outside of the town in the reserve. Years before that, it would have seen Aboriginal people brought to the old jail here in chains. In the blistering heat, it may have even heard the nighttime cries of the prisoner inside calling to the Mingala, only to see them walk past her front on their long track to Rottnest Island. The new gold rush for iron ore kept Aboriginal people once again on the outside looking in. And if the Vic Hotel could see and hear, she would have witnessed the slow and destructive force that would break down the Aboriginal family and social community structure and the blood of a young man on her doorstep. As some Aboriginal people remember, back then all of our authorities was taken away from us and you hid your shame there. When the mining people came here, coming to the pub, they came into Roebourne and turned the town upside down. Taking the young girls, it destroyed Aboriginal families. Around the 1970s, all the business left town, relocating to Karratha, which left many historic buildings abandoned. It was only in 2013 that Injinbandi took this symbol and reminder of their unfortunate past and turned its fortune around as a symbol of Injinbandi people, strength and culture, and as a symbol of their vision for their collective journey into a brighter future. Injinbandi CEO Michael Woodley described it as, now it's more about how can we assist individual to take the next step to self-determination. It comes full circle for the right reason and the right purpose now. Lorraine Coppin, CEO of Djuliralul, said, this place has a great opportunity for the next generation with a positive and sustainable future. No longer the Vic Hotel, but given the name Kanaleli, which means the coming of the light just before the dawn. It reminds me of a poem by Injinbandi woman Maisie Pat, the sister of John Pat. It describes the first time she visited Injinbandi country out Millstream after being confined to station life. And maybe it also describes the Injinbandi spirit.
This is how I felt. This is what I saw, this is what I felt. And they just dancing, what I saw, they just dancing. They just dancing, look at me, in my country. So beautiful. The animals are free. The birds are singing. The branches are clapping. The flowers enlighten my soul. The wind takes my spirit throughout this land. Can you see them dancing with nature?
We're